Hello students, today we will be discussing about the members of iso family. And the very first member that we are to study in this iso family is about isotope. Isotope is defined basically as the atoms of one element which show same atomic number but different mass number. So if these atoms they belong from one element and these atoms if they have the same value of atomic number that can be represented by the symbol of capital Z, and if they have different value of atomic mass number that can be represented by capital A, so these kind of atoms can be taken as an example of isotopes. Such as we are having a lots of example in case of these isotopes, such as the very first I am taking with the isotope of hydrogens. Hydrogen is found in three isotopic forms and the very first isotope is represented as H11. The second isotope of hydrogen can be represented by the symbol H12 and the third isotope of hydrogen can be represented as H13. Here we can find that all these three atoms have same atomic number and the atomic number for these three is 1, 1 and 1 for 3. If I talk about the mass number of these three, so here the mass number for 3 are respectively 1, 2 and 3. Since these three atoms have the same value of atomic number but the different mass number they are having, so these three can be taken as an example of isotopes. Out of these three isotopes, the very most abundant isotope of hydrogen is H11. So whenever we are to represent the hydrogen atom, we use this isotopic form of hydrogen. This isotopic form of hydrogen can also be termed as protium, while this H12 symbol can also be represented by the name deuterium. The third isotope of hydrogen that I am going to represent by the symbol H13 is also known as by the name tritium. So this is about the isotopes of hydrogen. Now if I talk about the another definition of isotopes, and if we try to correlate the number of protons and electrons with the definition of isotopes, then as we find the number of protons and neutrons for these three isotopic forms, we will be finding that these three have same number of protons since the atomic number for these three is same. Now if I find the number of neutrons for these three, so by subtracting the atomic number from the mass number, I will be finding the number of neutrons 0 for the first one, it is 1 for the second one, and the number of neutrons is 2 for the third one. So we can also define these isotopes as the atoms with the same number of protons and different number of neutrons. Now, since these isotopes have same number of protons and number of protons in an atom is equal to the number of electrons, so we can say that these isotopes they will be having same number of electrons also. And as we know that the chemical property of any atom, it depends on the number of electrons contained by it. Since these isotopic forms have same number of electrons, so these isotopic forms they have one similarity in them and they show the same kind of chemical properties. Now if we talk about the physical properties for these three or any isotopic form, so since the physical properties depends on the mass number and these three isotopic forms they have the different mass number, so we will be saying that these isotopes they always be showing the same chemical properties, while in case of physical properties the value for different isotopes will be different. So isotopes will be showing the same chemical properties and different physical properties. This one is important because in most of the competitive exams the question comes on this. Now if we talk about the another examples of isotopes, then we are having one more very common example for this, that is the isotope of chlorine. Chlorine can be represented by two formulas. The one is chlorine 1735 while the second isotope of chlorine is 1737. Out of these three, the abundance of these isotopes in nature varies and the abundance for these two is 70% and 25% respectively. So these isotopes are found in the ratio of 3:1, and since the 75% abundance is for chlorine 1735, the average atomic mass for these on the basis of these isotopes of chlorine, it is calculated as 35.5 AMU. And now the standard representation for chlorine atom will be chlorine 17 with a mass number of 35.5 AMU. So that is about the isotope of chlorine. We can take one more example, that is the isotope of boron. Boron is found in two isotopic forms, boron 510 and boron 511. So now if we are to find the average atomic mass of boron or average atomic mass for any element in the presence of isotopes, then we can calculate this by the simple formula to find the average atomic mass, and we will be dealing with this formula while we will be dealing with mole concept. So that is about the very first member of iso family, that is known as isotope. Now we will be moving to the second member of iso family, and the second member of iso family is known as isobars. In case of isobars, the name always indicates the definition or the meaning of its words. Like if we divide the whole word in two parts, so the whole word is made by two small words, and the very first word is iso. Iso has the meaning same, while this bar word was initially used to represent the mass of anything. So if the atoms we are having with the same value of mass, or we can represent this with the mass number of that. So if the atoms have same mass number, that is same capital A, I am going to represent the mass number by capital A, and in case they have the different atomic number, so these examples of the same atomic mass number and different atomic number can be termed as isobars. Such as if I take the atom of nitrogen, that can be represented by nitrogen 714, and if I take the radioactive isotope of carbon, that is C614. So in this pair, if I talk about the atomic number, so atomic number for nitrogen is 7, while the atomic number for carbon is 6. If I talk about the mass number, so mass number of nitrogen as well as for carbon, the value is 14, and since they are going to follow the definition of isobars, so I can say that this pair is an example of isobaric pair. Now if we take one more example for the isobaric elements, then we have a very common example of calcium 20 with a mass number of 40, and it is isobaric with organ 1840. Here again the atomic number is different while the mass number is same. So this is an example of isobaric element. Now we will move to the third member of iso family, and this third member is known as isotone. In case we are having two different atoms with the same value of number of neutrons. And as I said initially that there are two different atoms, there should be two different atoms. So these different atoms will be having the different value of atomic number. So if we are having two atoms with the same number of neutrons and the different atomic number, then these two can be taken as an example of isotones. For example, if I take C613, that is another isotope of carbon, and if I compare this with nitrogen 714, for these two, if I write the number of protons, so the number of proton is equal to the atomic number, and for the first one the value is 6, while for the second one the value is 7. Now if I find the number of neutrons for these two, so for the first one the number of neutrons will be 7, while the value is same for the second one, that is nitrogen 714. Now here we can see that these two, they have the different atomic number or different number of protons, while they have the same number of neutrons, and since they follow the above definition, so this pair can also be taken as an example of isotone. And that is about the third example, and that is about the third member of iso family, isotone. Some more examples of isotones are silicon 1430 is isotonic with phosphorus 1531, and we can also take the example of sulfur here, sulfur 1632 has the same number of neutrons as the initial two are having. So here these three can also be taken as an example of isotopes. Now we will move to the fourth and the very important member of iso family, that is isoelectronic species. Now again the name is also indicating the meaning of it. Iso refers to same and electronic, it refers to the number of electrons. So if there are some species with the same number of electrons, then these species can be termed as isoelectronic species. Such as, if I take the example of a neutral atom neon. Neon has the atomic number 10, and since the atomic number is 10, so here the number of electrons are 10. Now if I write the atom of sodium, sodium has 11 electrons, but if I convert this in form of cation, so the symbolic representation will be Na1 plus, and by the loss of one electron, the number of electrons for this will be finally 10, that is equal to the number of electrons present in neon. So here these two are isoelectronic species. One more I can take. If I write the formula of magnesium, so initially it has 12 electrons, but if I go for the loss of 2 electrons by magnesium in any process, so now it will be converted into magnesium 2 plus cation, and now the number of electrons for this will be 10. Now same as this, if I write the formula of aluminium cation or fluoride anion, or if I write the formula of oxide anion or nitride anion, so all of these they are having the same number of electrons, and the value is 10. And since they are having the same number of electrons, so these can be taken as an isoelectronic species. Now if I take some more example for this which contain different kind of atoms, such as if I write the formula of nitrogen. So here nitrogen contains 14 electrons. So this is isoelectronic with the species C2 2-, and now these two homoatomic species are isoelectronic with cyanide 1- ion. If I count the number of electrons for these three, so here the two nitrogen atoms are there, and each nitrogen atom is contributing 7 electrons. So total number of electrons are 14 for the first one. C2 carbon itself has 6 electrons. 2 carbon atoms will contribute of 12 electrons, and with the gain of 2 electrons the total number will be 14. Same as for the cyanide species, carbon will contribute 6 electrons to the species, nitrogen has the atomic number 7, so the total contribution by the atoms will be 13, and since the charge is 1-, so the total number of electrons in cyanide ion is 14, and since these three have the same number of electrons, so they can also be taken as an example of isoelectronic species. Now we will move to the next member of this iso family, and the next member is termed as isomers. Isomers are basically dealt in organic chemistry. Now in case if we are having a molecule, and this molecule can have a different kind of arrangement, and by the different kind of arrangement we can have two or more than two structure for the same molecular formula, then in this condition these structure can be termed as isomers. So if by the same molecular formula we are having more than one kind of different structures, then in this condition these structure will be termed as isomeric structure, and this phenomena will be termed as isomerism. For example, if I talk about the butane with the molecular formula C4H10, then with the help of this formula I can arrange these 4 carbon atoms and 10 hydrogen atoms in 2 forms, and the very first structure for this one is CH3 connected with CH2 connected with another CH2 group, and a terminal CH3 group is there. Now if I try to write the another structure with this formula, then the another structure can be CH3 connected with a carbon atom, and the another terminal CH3 group is there. At the mid carbon atom, to satisfy the valency, we are going to connect a CH3 group. In these two structures, if I count the total number of atoms, so here the total carbon atoms are 4 and the hydrogen atoms are 10. But in these two structures, they have the different IUPAC name, and due to the different kind of bonding between the carbon atoms, we can say that these are having the different structural formula, and these two species can be termed as the isomers of this C4H10 or butane. So that is about the last member of this iso family.